So the question is, how do we support families emotionally and legally during the course of a wrongful death case? For the emotional side of it, I will say that, you know, I know that we can never be quite the network of support that your lifetime family and friends will be, but also we know that we're, working with you and living through something with you that's in probably the hardest time of your life that you'll ever have to face. And we encourage the people on your team, which in a wrongful death case is usually, a good half a dozen people, to take the time to, really sit down with you and go through things with you. You'll see that the attorneys often do home visits to get a better sense of knowing you, knowing what you're going through, knowing what life was like before your loved one passed away. We really applaud and do our best to encourage and push the different team members to celebrate when, like, we get a client review and the client review says, for example, Angie was just amazing, Brittany was incredible. And those things go up on the wall, so to speak, so that everyone knows that's a goal to be valued and something to strive for. And you get those when the person feels like, the person, meaning the family that we're representing, feels like we helped them through that difficult time. There was one particular person who was always there to listen to them. That's what we say here, and I think that's very true. And it's when you get those things that we can then celebrate and say we did more than just the legal job. We also served a function here of helping someone get through this. When it comes to the legal side of it, of course, we represent you on the wrongful death claim. That goes without saying, but I think legally one of the things that we help with is we often help get the probate attorney who sets up the estate. Through the estate, you're not only filing the lawsuit, you're also doing things like signing real estate or cars or bank accounts over. You're finalizing all those affairs, and when there's not a wrongful death claim, all that falls on you. You have to select the attorney yourself. You have to pay for that attorney out of pocket. You wind up having to do a lot of the details of having things signed on your own, sort of outside of any law office setting. And for us, we help you choose that attorney with someone that we know can do the work well. We pay for that attorney out of our fees or as a case expense so that you don't have to come up with that money out of pocket. And then also when it comes to actually drawing up documents or transferring things, while we are not real estate attorneys or anything like that, and we don't pretend to be, we can often help with simple documents, and certainly, if nothing else, can provide the notaries that you need to sign off on things and confirm with you that everything looks correct before you, finalize it and send it in to wherever its ultimate destination is. So we try to give that little bit of extra support on the legal side because we know that we're making your life easier and we're taking one more thing off your plate, so that you don't have to think about something that's really not the most important thing. The most important thing is, I'm supporting my kids through this. I'm supporting my family through this. I'm making sure that I can put food on the table now that my spouse isn't, earning, money anymore. Those are the things you need to be worrying about. I don't want you worrying about who's the lawyer that's going to set up the estate or how do I get the car out of my spouse's name. So we try to support you in that way too.